This is the combination of voice and video. If you are using the phones, those are supported only audio, that is your voice. But if you are using the phone or soft phone that is having the capability to share the video as well, then video. And both are combination is called as a collaboration. So, first thing, we are talking about the call manager. So, if we talk about the call manager, what is the function of call manager? If we talk about the call manager function, so majorly this is used to manage the devices, manage or administration of devices. Device can be anything. It can be a phone, it can be gateway, it can be anything, trunk or anything. Second thing, responsible for call routing. This is the main function of call manager. Now, if we talk about the call manager, there are two flavors available. Two flavor. What are? We can configure if we are having the small organization. Then we can use CME, Call Manager Express, or we can see CUCME. Express means in this way, in this for the CME, router can be configured as call manager. Second thing, if we have a large organization or number of users are, you can say in thousands, then we will go with the CUCM. Full form of the CUCM, Cisco Unified Communication Manager. And this E represent Express. So full form will be the same, Cisco Unified Communication Manager Express. That is your CME, right? So for the lab purpose, we will use the router as a call manager. We will prepare the lab how to install and deploy the CUCM. We will do that, right? So it's our first class. So we will do the introduction for all products. So in this slide, the summary is what is the function of call manager. Just you need to remember only two things, manage or administration of the devices, responsible for the call routing. There are two flavor, of CUCM or call manager. One is your small organization where we can configure the router as a call manager. And the second one, CUCM, that can be installed in the VMware. So we will discuss it later on. Any question regarding CUCM function or whatever?
No, sir.
Okay,
That's fine. That's fine.
I will pick call CUCM topic again. Once, let me explain. Second product, that is your CUC, Cisco Unified, sorry, Cisco Unity Connection. Have you ever heard Cisco Unity Connection?
Yes, sir. We work with this one only for voicemail. That's all.
That is
Nothing
the
call
solution
flow
of,
follow, call follow other things. Nothing.
yes.
On only voicemail. Only call follow. We working with NTV. NTW is English. NTW. We working with call follow there.
Okay, so we will discuss the call flow as well. There are so many things like system call manager. We can use the auto attendant from we can configure in a CUC. So this is the later on we will discuss. This is the second product which is responsible only for the voicemail. Again, if we talk about the voicemail, then again it has the two flavor. One is your CUE, one is your CUC. This is like you can understand CME. We will have a module in router that can be configured as a CUE. So that is the advanced part. This is not part of a that paper code. So we will not talk about this one much more. But yes, we will talk, we will discuss, we will perform the hands-on regarding Unity connection. So this is like a CUCM, right? Third, third product is your IMNP, instant messaging and presence. Any idea about this one?
Yes, sir. This is for the tele meeting and some example for the Teams. They can connectivity with WebEx meetings or something like that. Yeah.
No.
No,
Uh,
sir. Okay.
if we use, we have you ever heard Jabber or you?
Java, yes. WebEx, Java is not existed now in the our country here. Only WebEx, WebEx, sorry, the English.
Okay. So WebEx doesn't require this one Jabber. So the use of IMNP, it provides the user status. User status means to say if you want the status of a user, like user is available, user is busy, user is away, user is on a call or whatever. This is the function of IMP. A part of this one, nothing. Clear?
Clear, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
If we talk about the WebEx, then WebEx can be used or configured through WebEx is your cloud based, not on premises. So WebEx managed through the control hub via control hub, WebEx control hub. From there, we can manage, right? But if we are using the WebEx devices, just like WebEx RoomKit Plus, then those can be configured on CUCM. Next product is UCCX, Unified Contact Center Express. Any idea about this?
It's call following.
Unified. contact center express. What kind of call flow you are talking about?
So managing to the what is this? It's graphical user interface. We're working there with NTV. I don't know what is the behind the scene. I
No.
don't.
If you have a scenario like you are having a toll-free number, then you are calling to that toll-free number. You got connected that toll-free number and you started to hear the IVR. Just for example, if I'm taking example of a bank number, if you are calling that bank number, toll-free bank number, then you will start to hear the IVR. Please press 1 for the credit card. Please press 2 for the accounts, or you can say
Uh,
script.
yeah, exactly that, sir. Exactly that. That function
Yes.
is NTV. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So for the contact center, we are having two flavor. This is for the small organization. UCCX is a for small organization, right? If we talk about the UCCE, enterprise, E for the enterprise, for large organization, right? So these are the product. Earlier, to schedule the meetings, there was a meeting place, multiple options were there, but now there is a no use or no longer with Cisco or not providing or nobody is using meeting place. So now I have explained the UC product. Any question about this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I'm coming again to CUCM, call manager. So we have one more product that is having multiple option in a single option. Sorry, single box. That is your CUCM BE, business edition. Flavor can be different, like 6K, 7K. These are the model numbers. So what is this? This is the single box solution which contains the CUCM plus it contains the CUC plus it contains the UCCX. All are in one box, right? Okay, now I just want to know one word that is called redundancy. What do you understand by redundancy?
Load balancing, maybe. Load balancing, redundancy is load balancing, using for the Cisco router to we have a two connection, two ISP connection we can use for the redundancy for the HSRP protocol or
Yes, you are
load.
correct. We can say load balancing, or we can say if we are using two devices, if first device goes down, then everything can be switched to next device or next secondary device that is available. So we use the redundancy. So what is the use of redundancy in CME? Now my product information or it is clear here, right? We are talking about the redundancy. So in CME, this is no redundancy. If we configure router as a call manager, then it will not provide the redundancy, right? But if we deploy, if we are using CUCM, the difference is provide redundancy. Just two statement you need to keep in mind. CME with no redundancy, CUCM, it provides the redundancy. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, regarding collaboration, I'll talk bit later. But as of now, I will discuss what is the required for the collaboration. So my first topic is, what do you understand by switch? If we talk about the switch, or you can add one keyword, catalyst switch. What do you understand by this?
Enterprises, we can manage all port. It has they have a two modes, this access mode and trunking mode.
Hmm.
For what is we can connect it to the devices with switch.
Okay, so we are not diving into the deep as per CCNA, right? So the basic definition of switch used to connect multiple devices, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now again, if I want to divide this switch, then there are two kinds of switch. One is your layer 2, one is your layer 3. From layer 3, routing can be performed, can be configured or performed. Clear? And this is for the L2 to manage the network or devices as per the L2 level on depend on the MAC address. Again, I'm just taking a different color, and again I am dividing this switch in the two parts. One is your PoE, one is your non-PoE. Any idea about the PoE?
Power over Ethernet and non-power
Huh.
over Ethernet.
So this is the full form. But if I say you, please explain the PoE. How you will explain?
The power for PoE have a uh, electricity current flow to the for the
Mm-hmm.
devices or the
Mm-hmm.
telephone, what you want, camera, and
Mm-hmm.
others will no provide the electricity on the port.
Perfect. So if any switch is having the P keyword, P letter, that shows the PoE. Now, okay, fine. I'm agree with your definition. Now my question is, this is my switch, right? Here I'm connecting one phone. This is my phone. And you know very well, we will use the LAN cable, which contains the RJ45 connector. Clear? And you can say like this is the PoE switch. Here I'm connecting one PC. So switch will supply the power to this one, but not here power. Whereas we are using same LAN cable with RJ45 connector. Now tell me how switch will understand, like I have to supply the power here because phone is connected, and how switch will understand I don't need to supply the power here. And both are using RJ45 connector for the connectivity. Now tell me.
So it's for the power management, we can manage the power for the port, and we can what is it? No idea, sir. Sorry.
Okay, no idea. Perfect, no issues. So there is one concept that is called FLP, called fast link pulse. So what will happen whenever we connect any device to switch? It send a FLP signal. It get back to this one. It means no power is required. Like the next device doesn't require the power. But if it does not get back, it means switch understand I have to supply the power. There is one device that requires power. So if we talk about the phone, we can provide power. How? First one is your PoE and second is from adapter, from wall jack. But nowadays, all phones are coming with the PoE. But if you are not having the PoE switch, in that case, we will use the adapter. Now, do you understand FLP?
Yes, it's clear, sir. Yes, I have
Okay,
understand.
simple
Understood.
definition. Okay, again, I'm just changing my color. You have the villain idea, right? VLAN. Any idea? Or what do you understand by VLAN?
Billion can we can complete so we can different broadcasting, or that we can segregate the broadcast for the individual network,
Hmm.
and we can provide the security in VLAN, and we can define the voice VLAN and data VLAN.
Okay, perfect.
Oh.
That knowledge is enough, right? So, in short, VLAN is to improve security. Second, to improve the performance because it divides the broadcast domain, right? And the maximum VLAN for a port, we can assign only two VLAN. One is for data, one is for voice. Now, I'm giving you again one more question. This is my switch. Here is my phone. The standard in the industry, there is a one LAN port. I will discuss later on. Here I can connect PC or I can directly connect the PC. So now tell me, this is the single port. How switch will understand? How switch will understand the traffic difference? Like which traffic is belongs to voice or which traffic belongs to PC or data, whereas both are using the same port from the switch.
For the we define the VLAN ID, then the traffic goes to separation, and then define the voice VLAN or the name can convention, what we say,
Okay,
and then goes to the trunking port.
trunk
On
we will
PC,
discuss
on
for the
PCs
trunk.
only PCs only uses access port. So
Okay, now you are using like there are two ports, access and trunk. Please
Uh,
let me know what is the difference between access and trunk.
access can we can access as a normally port or trunk port can the data can flow on the flow.
Okay, so if I say access port can be identified that is connected to only one MAC, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I have configured this port as a access. Now phone is having own MAC, PC is having own MAC. Then there is two MAC. So how it can be a access port?
We define the VLAN, the ID. So VLAN ID is separation. So the
Okay,
port with the
perfect.
segregator, that's a VLAN ID, it is the separation. So
Hmm.
what there's somebody VLAN ID 10, it is for voice, and VLAN ID 20 is for the PC, for example, data VLAN. Then it automatically goes to
Okay, perfect,
separation.
perfect. So here is my phone. I'm using for VLAN, for voice, I'm using VLAN 10, and for the PC, I'm using VLAN 20. How this port will identify? How this port will identify which is data traffic, which is voice traffic? I know your answer, and your answer is VLAN 10 is voice and VLAN 20 is data. But how switch will identify?
We define it on the port. So,
So, Major, you have to keep in mind one statement. Phone understand, understands or require VLAN. So, whenever phone will send the traffic, it will tag the voice or VLAN ID. Second point, while sending the traffic from phone, phone will tag voice VLAN ID. In that case, this port or switch will understand I don't need to do anything. This belongs to the voice traffic. Is it clear?
yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what do you understand the word that is called native VLAN?
So primarily all switch port are native devices.
Your voice is very low, Sean.
Sir, do you hear me, sir?
Not clearly.
Mm,
Radhe sir, are you getting him properly? Or it is issue with you?
yes, maybe microphone, sir.
Like I'm feeling you are speaking from a long distance.
Mm, yes, sir. And now, no, sir, I am here a
No, no,
little
no.
bit.
Now your voice is perfect.
Okay, sir, it's because it's a
Now
little bit.
I'm just asking, what do you understand by the native VLAN?
The native VLAN is it is the Swiss all port is native VLAN. It is access mode. That faster you can tell this native VLAN is access mode.
No.
No, sir. Okay.
Actually, what happens, PC, if I talk about the PC, it does not understand the VLAN does not understand VLAN. So if any traffic is going to the switch port and switch C, like it is not having any VLAN ID traffic, then we have configured the data VLAN here. So it will tag that traffic as a data VLAN. Might be there are multiple VLANs like VLAN 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever. But if we are talking about the specific port, if switch receive any untagged traffic, then it will tag the VLAN ID which is configured. This is the on port base if we talk about the voice specific. But if we talk about like this is the my trunk port, this is my trunk port and traffic is going outside. We are having the multiple VLAN IDs, but that traffic is not having any VLAN ID or the port is not configured in any VLAN. Then on switch for or overall, one native VLAN must be configured and that traffic will be tagged as a native VLAN. Just suppose we are having VLAN 100 as a native VLAN. So if any traffic is being passed and the port is not configured in any VLAN and native VLAN is configured as 100, then the traffic will be tagged with the VLAN 100. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So this is VLAN. Phone require the VLAN. So what is the use of the VLAN in collaboration? We will understand while or when we will study or discuss about the phone registration process. Now my next topic is, what do you understand by CDP and LLDP? What do you understand by CDP or LLDP?
DDP Cisco proprietary for the neighborship protocol. So
Hmm?
on the other we lightweight discovery protocol. So
Link logical,
no
not.
link logic. Sorry.
Ha. So this is the Cisco proprietary, and this is your open source, or will work on non-Cisco devices. So what they exactly do? These are the, or you can say definition or full form. But what is the function of CDP and LLDP?
What's he goes to for neighborship up for the find the neighborship. Which neighborship is the I forgot
Provides the information about directly connected devices. I will show you everything in practically. So,
Thank you, sir.
definitely, I will give one more definition of DHCP. After that, I'll walk you through with the hands-on. Provides the information about the directly connected. So, if we are having two switch, I'm not taking router, just taking one topology, and I have connected four phones here. This is my trunk connected to each switch, and again four phones here. So if I want the neighbor detail, CDP, Cisco Discovery Protocol, if I run on this one, then this switch or this output will provide me the information about these four phones and about this switch, not with these phones, because they are not directly connected. If they are non-Cisco, then we have to run as a LLDP. Clear
Clear,
or not?
sir, now. Sir.
Okay. Now we are jumping to my next topic, that is your DHCP. What do you understand by DHCP?
This for the IP address will provide DSCP, the discovery uh,
First of all, what is the full form of it? Dynamic
dynamic host
host
control
configuration
configuration.
protocol, right? What is the function of it? It provides the IP to the clients automatically, right? We no need to configure the IP addresses manually on the devices or clients. DHCP is responsible for this one. Now, again, we are talking how it works. DHCP, how it works. So, answer is yes, please. It works on DORA process. Now, what do you understand by DORA process?
The discovery, offer, request, and acknowledgement.
Perfect. DORA is your discovery, offer, request, and acknowledgement. Now, just we want to say, discuss who will send the discovery, who will send the offer, who will send the request, who will send the acknowledgement. So, who sends the discovery message?
Client,
Client to
client,
server.
client devices.
So, it is what kind of request this is? Unicast or broadcast?
Broadcast service. Sorry,
Okay. Your answer is broadcast. Then offer. Again, opposite, server to client. Now I am not mentioning this is the broadcast or unicast. Again, request is client to server and acknowledgement is server to client. Any doubt, any question till here?
No, sir.
You are giving me the perfect answer. That's why I am walking you through a bit fast, not much more, right? Okay. Now, what do you understand about the L2 and L3?
It's L2 is the layer switch, and the layer 2 switch, and L3 is the layer 3 switch.
Sorry, I missed. I didn't hear you.
Sir, hear me, sir?
Yes,
Yes. L2 is the layer 2 switch, and L3 is the layer 3 switch.
we are not talking about the switch here.
The layer
L2 is your data link layer, right?
yes, sir.
And on this layer, MAC address MAC address works, right? And L3 is your network layer where
Yes, sir.
IP will work. right?
Yes,
So
sir.
if we talk about the communication method, if we talk about the communication method, then there are three communication method. First one is your unicast, then multicast, then broadcast. Clear? So we will discuss about the unicast and broadcast in a practical way. So unicast is your one-to-one communication. Broadcast is your one to all, and multicast is your one-to-many. Any doubt, confusion in these
So,
three definitions?
no, sir. No doubt.
Okay. We are having L2, we are having L3. If we talk about the broadcast, L2 broadcast and L3 broadcast. So L2 broadcast would be we on L2 MAC address work, right? So if we do the broadcast on the L2, then all digit, or you can say MAC address, would be like this. All bit must be on. Then it would be called as a broadcast. Clear? You must be
Yeah,
aware.
clear, sir. Clear,
And
sir.
broadcast is L3 broadcast is all bits are on, means
255.
255.255.255. Okay. Now just we are jumping to the hands-on. And we will first hands-on we will do DHCP. Whereas I will show you by opening the packet. So if I mention first definition, first packet, discover. This is from the client to server, right? So let me prepare the topology. Uh, I hope so. You know how to use the GNS.
Yes, sir.
Okay. In GNS, have you performed this one through Wireshark?
Time ago, sir.
Sorry.
A long time ago, sir. So last year.
Okay. So you have performed, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No worries. We can do the brush up and we'll show you.
Yes, sir. It's better, sir. Now repeat it. It's better for me.
Ha. So I'm just giving the name DHCP. I'm taking two routers. I just connected. So let me note down the commands first. If you perform hands-on to your own, so that you can easily perform, right? So first thing, DHCP can be a Windows server, Linux, router, CUCM. Even we can configure the CUCM as a DHCP. So if my R1 and R2 is connected via F0 by 0, this is all 0 by 0. So on R1, I will configure first of all IP address, conft, then interface F0/0, IP address, I said 192.168.10.1, 255.255.255.0, no shut. Then I'll make as a exit. Now I am in a R1's configuration mode. I hope you are aware about these commands.
Yes, sir. I know.
Okay. Now I will use, if I'm going now, R1 as a DHCP, router as a DHCP. We are going to learn on R1 configuration mode IP DHCP excluded address. I mentioned 192.168.10.1 to 192.168.10.20 or 30. What do you mean by this command?
Except the 30 IP, sir.
From 1 to 30
To
IP,
30
it will
IP,
not
except
release,
will
right?
not release. Yes, sir.
Now I am going to create pool, IP DHCP pool. I said test. I have to define the network range. Network 192.168 10.0/24, or you have to mention the mark. Default router, I said 192.168.10.1. As of now, that's it. Rest option we will discuss later on, right? So these are your commands. I will run these commands. So let me open the console. First of all, turn on. Let's get their console. Is putty is properly visible?
Yeah, Ashi.
Okay. Let me configure the IP DHCP exclude range. Let me make the DHCP pool. Network. Default router. That's it. Now it became the DHCP. Let's get this console. To enable the port of R2, that is your client. Before that one, we will start the Wireshark or monitoring packet capture. So from R2, I'm going to start. On a green button, you can do the right click, start capture, and OK. So you can see Wireshark is started. Now
Sir,
I'm going to on R2. 0/0 IP address DHCP. Just you have to obtain the IP address from the DHCP. Now I'm doing a no shut. Now let's wait. Interface is up. You can see 31 IP has been taken. Now I'm starting, stopping the packet. In the search bar, I'm putting the DHCP. You can see for request, discover, offer, request,
yes.
acknowledgement. So if we talk about the discover message, so the second line here, Ethernet 2 and Internet Protocol version 4. This is your L2, this is your L3, right?
Yes,
Second last is your L4, and last one is your application layer. So let's explore it. Now, are you able to recap like you have performed this hands-on before 1 year with packet capture?
yeah.
Okay. So I need few information from this one. What I require if I talk about the frame format, any, I will not going to take the frame format in a deep detail. So I will use only 6 parameters. What are these? If I say about the frame format, so what it would be? This is my frame. It will contain basically 6 information. One is your source. Next one is your destination. So I'm putting source, destination. First thing, MAC, or before MAC, I can say port, destination port, source MAC, no, IP, destination IP, source MAC, destination MAC. Now, in our case, R1 is server and R2 is client. Now, I have the information about R1, but I know about the R1, what is the IP of R1, right? Because it's a DHCP. R2, I do not have any information except MAC address. So, my first packet is your discover. What it should be like. So source IP, it is not having any IP. That's why the IP would be 0000. Destination IP, even this client doesn't know about the IP. So destination would be all L3 broadcast. Source MAC, yes, only this is the information it's having. So let me verify what is the MAC address. So I'll go to the R2 and supply the command show int f0/0. So here you can see I will use CA02, or you can say 391C 4 times 0, 391C. So here I can mention 391C 4 times 0. Destination MAC, it would be all F. Now I'm just not mentioning the port number. I will show you because this is the L4, L3, L2. Now we are going to Wireshark. See, I have selected the first packet as a DHCP discover. If you see, if I expand this one, Ethernet 2, then what is the source? 391C0000, and destination is your all F. If I go with the IP address, then Simple. Source is your 0000. Destination is 255.255. If I go with the port number, source port 68, destination port 67. If we talk about the port number, then port number you will get 67 as a DHCP. So if client is sending the request to the DHCP, client is sending. If I mention here, first is client is sending, source port would be 68, destination would be 67 to the server. So I have proved my first definition. Any doubt, any question till here?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. We will discuss later on. DHCP, it's L7. Let me pick the second message. Offer. If you see, if you open this one, source is your 1FA8. So if I verify the MAC address of this R1, you can see 1FA8 4 times 0. So my offer would be, it will have two definitions. Second is your offer. So port will be remain same but opposite. Source port would be 17 and destination port will be 68. Let me verify first of all this thing. Port number, you can see source port is 67 and destination port is 68. Now, if you see L3, source IP is 10.1, but destination is all F, broadcast. Source IP is 10.1, destination 255.255.255. I'm not taking the examples because you are already technically and you are getting my definitions, whatever I'm delivering to you, right? Or you want the explanation or example in detail with comparison to the real life. Do you want that?
No, sir, it's good, sir.
Okay. So source MAC. Now DHCP's MAC is 1FA8. 1FA8 4 times 0. And destination MAC. What you are seeing in the Wireshark? All F. Right? But if I open this DHCP protocol, this is offer. See, you can see it's offering the IP as a 31. And boot P, if I expand this one, see, one shows broadcast, individual address, unicast. So we can define it's a L2 and L3 broadcast. All F. If we come to the third message, that is your request. Again, it would be opposite 68, 67. Now, what we are seeing in the third message, request. If you open this one, so source IP is your MAC address, destination IP, again, it's going to broadcast. But if you open it, you can see the difference here. It will send to the unicast. Source is your 391C00. 391C00. Address is this. And destination, it's saying, yes, I need in internet IP, you can see 00 source, broadcast again. And if you open, port number is again vice versa. If you see the DHCP message, client MAC address is this. IP is not getting, that's why it's mentioning as a 00. You can see option 50. Requested IP address 10.31 means DHCP already offered. I'm offering you 31 IP. Then this client requested to the DHCP, okay, please assign me the address as a 31. I'm agree to pick it up. But overall, this information you will get under the DHCP, not on L2 or L3, right? So again, source IP 00, but in DHCP, it will request for the 31. Destination IP again L3 broadcast. Source MAC again 391C 4 times 0 broadcast. Same message we got in the Wireshark here. If you
Yes,
see
sir.
the L2,
Yes, sir.
okay. Now finally we are moving to the request. If you see, first of all, L3, sorry, L2. So again, source, the MAC address of the server, destination, broadcast. This is my L2. If I go with the L3, source IP is 10.1, destination is 255, broadcast. Okay, fine. This is my L3. If I go with the L4, port number, again 67 and 68. Okay, fine. Now we are going to discuss about the DHCP L7. Here you will see it is assigning. Okay, finally, if you are requesting to get the IP as a 31, okay, this is your IP. This answer, these details you will get under the DHCP, not on L2 or L3. In L2 or L3, you will get only major information related to L3, L2 and L3. But what is happening behind the scene, you will get all details under the DHCP section. So if I go with the acknowledgement, again, everything will be opposite. Details can be found under DHCP section at Wireshark. Now, tell me, DHCP is completed. But we will discuss more option that those would be required in collaboration later on. But as of now, please tell me if any issue is you are having.
No, sir. Yes, now it's good, sir.
Fine?
Yes, sir. I repeated the DSAP now. It's very well. Thank you, sir.
Most welcome. So overall, you are understanding and getting all the things.
I got it, sir.
Okay. Now my next topic. What do you understand by NTP?
Network timing protocol, sir.
What is the use of it?
It's for the time manager for the all. What is It's now for the security purpose. We can setting for the it's because it's all devices at the same time, so we just
Okay, so I can mention like NTP, Network Time Protocol, for time synchronization. Just suppose like we are having one company office in multiple countries. So is there timing is same everywhere?
no, sir.
No. So two for the time synchronization. If I am like in India, you are in the US. So as of now, it's evening time or afternoon time in India, but it would be a night time or early morning in US. If something happens with device, if I'm available in India, I will say this happened at this time. But he will say, no, it happened in the night or day, whatever. Time is difference. So to synchronize the time, we will use the NTP. And NTP servers are available of free of cost. I'll show you. So as of now, if we configure the NTP on this one, so here, if I supply the command, I'm getting 8 December 2024, and this is the time and time zone. Same, I'm defining show clock, same time, right? But I'm going to change the time on R1. Sorry, clock set. I said 11:11. This is the minute, and this is the second. I said 10 December 2024. Again, I verify show clock. Time is changed. Now it's showing 10 December. Now I'm going to this one as a NTP server. NTP master, I said 4, and I'm making is a NTP server. NTP server, its own IP. If we want to take the time from others, then we will mention that server. Now I'm going to on R2 conf NTP server 192.168.10.1. Now that time should reflect here. Let's wait. Why it's not syncing? To get time. Our configuration, yeah. Have you seen? It accepted the time from R1.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just refreshed or bounced the port. Now, if you see the NTP, you can get the port information. Like if I say association, from where it's getting time from the 10.1. And from where 10.1 is getting? From no one. It's already self. If I say status, So this is the major role. If in collaboration, if anything happening, first of all, you have to verify like NTP is synchronized or not. So we have defined the stratum value, that is the trustworthy value. What is the value of trust? So its own is a 5, sorry, 4, and it's given itself 5. And reference is your 10.1. Right? And these are the information. If you want to see, you can play with these the commands. Show NTP information. You will get the same thing. You will get the software name and other things. Not much more extra. So how to configure how to configure the NTP? You understood or not?
Very well. Okay.
Okay. The command which we will discuss, show CDP neighbor. If you put only show CDP neighbors, then only this output will you will get. Just what is your local interface? This is the duration timer, and what is the remote uh, port where the connection is there, and what is the platform. If you enter one more keyword as a details, you will get more information. What is the IP, what is the platform, what is ISO it's using, and this thing from the detail, right?
Sir.
Okay, just allow me 1 minute. Let me make a one call.
Wait.
Okay, so Shaun, do you have Ultra Viewer on your system? You are using personal laptop or company's
Computer, sir.
computer? So you are
Yeah.
having your own computer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So uh, this is the data part which is required in the collaboration.
Yeah.
As of now, we have done totally theory for almost 1 hour, and then
Yeah.
we perform the hands-on on DHCP and NTP.
NTP.
Clear?
Clear, sir. That
Let's
is clear.
do. I don't think is there anything new to you. Let's do something new so that you can get some
Yes, sir.
interest. So,
You
do
are
you
also
have ultra?
interesting. You are also interested.
Sorry,
Your land quality is very high, sir. Thank you, sir.
sorry, I didn't get you.
Do you hear me, sir?
Yes, yes, I can hear you, but
Y-
whatever you
Okay,
said, I didn't get.
okay, sir. Your teach is very high.
Very high means to say
It's
like
it's very well, sir. I understand. It's very good, sir. Very well.
very well because of I am just doing some fast because of you have already done this thing. If you say sorry, I'm not having any idea, then I will
Okay,
make my speed very slow.
okay, sir. I got it,
Right?
sir. Yeah, sir.
Okay. So please do one thing. Today we will do our last topic for today. We will make a router as a call manager. Have you ever done?
Also, server is how my home. I have a own server so at home. I have also last time I installed my call manager on my server,
So do
and
you
I
do
have
you know?
already call managers in on my server, sir.
That's great. So you don't require any lab?
Uh, yes, sir. I can practice with you, sir. Yes.
Okay, fine. No
Obviously,
worries.
obviously, sir. Obviously, sir.
I'm always available. Right. So just okay. How have you ever you have installed CUCM in your server? Just tell me about the CUCME, yeah, CME.
Sir, call manager only. See, not router, directly CUCM.
Okay, I'm just giving you only few commands. Just
Okay.
topology.
Yes,
I'm just
sir.
using the virtualization lab. So what I'll do, Cisco, what suggests if you want to configure the CME or if you want to configure the router as a call manager, then Cisco suggested you are supposed to use 20XX, 29XX, 38XX, 39XX. This series can be used as a CME, as call manager. But we are using the word lab in GNS. We will use 3745 image for voice. So today we will learn how to register the phone in CUCM. Sorry, CME. So this is my topology, right? Like I'm having R1 that is connected to one cloud. Cloud is my loopback adapter to communicate with the router. And here I am having the phones. So first thing, IP must be there. Then only three commands at CME. So go to the router configuration mode. You need to supply telephony service. This command will enable the router as a call manager service, VoIP services. If the router is supporting the voice features or not, if this command is working, it means that is supporting. If this command is not working, then that iOS is not supported. Then max ephone, you can check with a question mark. So how many phones you want to configure? I said I want to configure 10 phones. Max DN, how many directory numbers you want to configure? Quantity, number of quantity, I said 20. Then one command, IP source address. The IP, if you are having the multiple IPs on router, then you are supposed to configure the IP which is configured for the voice VLAN. I will walk you through the inter VLAN routing, but I'm just trying to give you something new today. So you will think like I got something new. So next command is IP of router. So in my case, I will take a new router and will give the IP as a 192.168.10.31. That's it. No create CNF files. Then create CNF files. Now your router become the call manager. So this is the half. Now we will configure the directory numbers. Then we will implement those directory numbers on the phone and we will configure the phone. So let me go to the GNS. Wireshark not required. Putty is not required. So I am having just making new project CME. Here I am having 3745. I will take it. And cloud. So I took this cloud. I want to communicate this router with my physical laptop. So I'm having one loopback adapter. You can see Ethernet 2
Yes, sir.
of KM2S to communicate locally. So let me do the connection. Ethernet 2. Okay. Start. Let's get configuration. Conf interface of 0/0. IP address 192.168.10.31. 255.255. No chat. Exit. Telephony service. Max ephone, I said 10. Max DN, I said 20. IP source address 192.168.10.31. No create CNF. Create CNF. So we are having soft phones. I will help you to prepare the lab, soft phones and other things. If you are not having, if you are having, then well and good. So there must be
I
one
have not.
multi-lab. Here I will get 8 phones. So I will open one phone. Let me open 2 phones so that we can uh, make a call. So just we need to cancel here. So this is the last topic for our first class, right? My target is not to complete the contents. My target is you should be able to understand, perform the things. Your concept must be clear. I have to change the TFTP server as a 31. 31. You can see both phones, line 1, line 1. If I go to the phone, router, show ePhone, I can see 2 phones are registered. Have you ever done this thing?
At first, I see.
First time.
Yes.
So, okay, now you are, or you must be feeling it's bit fast, right?
I could.
No worries, no worries.
Uh,
Just only 3 things and 3 commands I have supplied. I have supplied IP address. There is a no new command. Then, if you see my notes, I have supplied only these commands. So I will not walk you through after this one. So first of all, your lab should be ready. If you do not perform the hands-on, you will not understand. This is the wording. Honestly, I'm saying, and this is the exact regarding collaboration.
I do my best, sir.
Ha. So I will try to make. Just a minute. I'm getting one call. Okay, Shan. So we can do one thing. First of all, I'll help you to prepare your lab so that along with my lecture or hands-on, you can perform the same hands-on, right? Recording, you will get whatever conversation is your done with the company. And today I was asked to 1 hour. It's almost 1.5 hours. So we will connect on next class, and I will revise this hands-on again from scratch, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Manish. And Sean,
Uh,
regarding this recording, probably Myra ma'am will be in touch with you and she
Okay,
will
sir.
provide you the recording details.
So next
But
class is starting Saturday or Sunday,
yeah,
sir?
next Saturday and Sunday both.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Great day. Thanks a lot.
Great day, sir. Bye bye. Good day.
Sure. Take
Sure.
care. Bye.
Bye bye.